Hey everyone, it's Tyler and Michelle Strike from Universal Rackets, and in this video we're going to be teaching you how to stop popping up your backhand drops. Now, on the backhand side, for most players, they feel less confident than they do on the forehand side.
Yeah.
But when you get better in pickleball, players are going to target your backhand and you're going to have to hit this backhand drop shot. We're specifically going to go over the one-handed backhand drop, but we do have other videos for the two-hander. So the first thing I want you to think for the backhand drop, and when Michelle does it, take the paddle back for your backhand drop real quick. The first thing I want you to think about is your take back. When you take the paddle back, you want to take it a little bit high. Then, when you make contact, you want to make contact out in front of your body, and then when you follow through, you want to finish around the same height that you took the paddle back. So again, you want to take the paddle back high, you want to make contact out in front, and then you want to follow through. Notice when Michelle follows through. When Michelle follows through with her backhand one-handed drop, notice how the paddle face is facing upward. The paddle face is facing upward to the point that when you finish, you could balance a ball directly on the paddle face. Maybe not all the time, but you want to think about it that way. Players pop the ball up because number one, they're holding the paddle tight. Number two, they're not taking a big swing or the proper swing. They're just going here and going forward. You want to think high, low, to high. Once again, high, low, to high. Another way that you could think of it is like a U. And what do I mean by a U?
That's the shape of the trajectory of the paddle.
Yes, because you have to make sure the U, the curve part, is you getting under the ball. And in order to get under the ball or execute a good drop, you have to get below the ball and hit it up.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about popping the ball up, and the reason why players don't pop, or they do pop the ball up, is because they stop here.
Yeah, or they're blocking it back, essentially. They get all caught up in nuts because they have to hit a backhand that they're just not even getting a full swing in.
Yeah, and you know, Michelle, that's what I love. You just said block, and that's a big thing. Block. A lot of players think their backhand drop is a block. And why don't we show that right now? Show us what this block is.
Okay, so it would be like this.
Okay, let's do some, okay? Here's what players typically do. Oh no, it's on my backhand side. I just want to get the ball in. I'm afraid to hit it, and they go, and they block. Notice they just stop right here. Instead of thinking of a block, you want to think of a full stroke. So now, Michelle, you're primarily a two-handed backhand dropper. So this is going to be good to put it to the test. So we're going to see, hopefully after this video, you're going to have a good one-handed backhand drop and you're not going to pop the ball up in there. So when you take the paddle back, you want to take the paddle back high. Now here's already thing. You're a two-hander. Instead of being a two-hander, put this here. Good. Now you're going to make contact down front, and then when you finish, you're going to finish out here. So again, you're going to take it back a little bit higher, then you're going to make contact down front, and then you're going to finish up here. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Take back, finish. Look at that. Good. One more. Take back, finish. Good. How was the second one?
I tried to get more under the ball in my second shot so I can get it more shallow in the kitchen.
How did you get under the ball?
I made a bigger U.
Perfect. And that's what I was going to say. If you feel like your drops are ever going too forward, what I want you to do is make a bigger U. What I mean by that is if your balls are going too much forward, that means you're going through the ball. You need to get under more of the ball.
And here's a secret about this video. He's actually teaching me slice.
Yes.
Which is a spin.
And by getting under the ball, you're automatically going to hit slice. But we're going to save that for another video.
Okay.
So, again, you want to think that you're getting under the ball and forward. The backhand drive is when you go forward. When I hit a backhand drive and I hit it, watch, I go forward. But when I hit a backhand drop, I'm literally going under and I'm lifting the ball. Now, a great drill that Michelle's going to do to learn this is you're going to start up the kitchen and we're going to do a slinky drill every single time.
Okay.
But what I want you to do, and what many players don't do, is I want you to fully follow through so we don't pop the ball up. So how are we going to do that? Every single time that you are done hitting your shot at the slinky drill, you're going to show your paddle and strike a beautiful pose. Now, here's what you can do to make this even better. Once you're done, you're going to push your hand like this. You're going to be like a bird.
Can't wait.
You ready?
Yep.
Michelle's going to start like she's doing her backhand dink, and she's just going to be right there. Every single time she makes it, she's going to take a step back. Now, once you're done, I want you to freeze. Good. So for that, what do you have to do? Swing a little bit more forward. If your ball ever goes in the net, that means you got to get it more forward. So try to go out a little bit more. Yes, good. Step back. So what do you have to do? More forward. Easy. Here we are. And guys, again, while Michelle's doing this, she never hits a backhand one-handed drop. So this is new from her as well. Freeze once you're done. Good, look at that. And look at your finish, right? Here we are. Good, one more. Yes, look at that. That was so good. So what were you thinking when you were hitting those shots, Michelle?
I was thinking take the paddle back high, make a U, and then finish forward.
And it makes it much more simple.
Right, and I feel like with that shot, there's very obvious components to the stroke, so you kind of need to commit, where I feel like with my two-hand backhand, you could just easily go like this and kind of like do whatever you can to get it over, where I feel like the slice one-handed backhand is a more detailed shot, and the more you practice it, the less likely you are actually to pop that up, and if you do, you know why, and you can make an adjustment.
And if you guys can give yourself consistent checkpoints, just like we went over, the take back, the contact, and the finish, thinking that you make it a U, you're going to keep it more simple and give yourself the opportunity for less things to go wrong.
Yeah.
So if you can think again that you're making a U, taking the paddle up high, going a little bit low, getting under it, make sure that you finish with your paddle out in front and utilize the slinky jill, you're going to be able to hit a good topspin, slice, any type of one-handed backhand drop that you'd like to hit. I just saved myself right there. Now have a good one, happy hitting, share with a friend, and we will see you guys next time on court.